Ever had a difficult dream that also told you something really useful about yourself? A few nights after my sister passed away, after our celebration of life, in fact, I was having a dream. Most of it had to do with a lot of people, being around a lot of people. I could tell that that was affected by being around everybody during the celebration of life. But for the most part, it was just normal, weird dream stuff. Had nothing to do with anything that was happening. However, at one point, I needed to go and wash my feet off in the shower that's at my sister's house who I was sleeping at, which made sense because it was the last thing I did the night before, because I'd been playing in the park with kids and frisbee, so my feet were dirty. So I was like, okay. And I was in the shower, in the dream, washing my feet off. Fully dressed, just washing my feet off in the shower. And two of my sisters showed up outside the shower, and they were talking to each other really soft. And I could tell one of them was disturbed and the other one was like getting more and more distressed. And I heard her say, "Oh no, oh no." And then she left. And I asked my other sister, who was still there, what's going on? But she wouldn't say anything. And I'm sitting there trying to figure out what's going on, piecing together what I saw my other sister, again, this is all a dream, expressing, and how she was getting so devastated. And then I pieced things together in my mind in the dream, and I suddenly clicked, and I'm like, oh no, not her too. I'm not saying the names in the dream, I actually said my sister's name, but in the dream my mind told me one of my other sisters is now gone. And then my sister who was there, she started crying. And in my mind, I was like, I handled this really well. I handled my nephew and I handled my other sister passing really well. And I just got frustrated. Like in my head, I was like, I handled this really well. I did well. But then I just didn't want to be. I just got upset. I got overwhelmed by it. And I just started saying, I don't want to be alive. I don't want to be here. And after I said it like twice, maybe 3 times quickly, out loud too, with my sister there, again, a dream. I suddenly realized, it's like, no, I can't be saying this. It's like, this is the last thing that my sister needs to be hearing from her brother. It's like, we've just lost somebody. And then in the dream, I'm thinking this is another one's gone. So I told myself, no, this is the last thing they need. And this is also not good for me. I can't be having this as a coping mechanism because it's not healthy. So I stopped myself. But then that was immediately followed by me saying, well, I hate myself for having had that in the first place. It's like, so I said I hate myself a couple times. And then I realized, it's like, no, this isn't good either, Ken. It's like, this is, it's okay that you had that emotion, you're overwhelmed. It's like, but this is also unhealthy, saying that I hate myself because I had an emotion. And I stopped myself. And then at that point, my sister got up and she started coming toward me. And I was a little worried that she was gonna be upset, but then she went to reach out to hug me. And then I woke up. Now, I don't consider this a nightmare. In fact, as far as I can remember, I think I've only ever had 2 nightmares. For me, a nightmare is not whether it was disturbing in the dream or whether it woke you up. A nightmare is if once you wake up, if it sticks with you somehow, that's a nightmare. As far as I know, I've only had to have that twice, when I was 12 and when I was 17. This one, as soon as I woke up, I was like, oh, this is a dream. Okay. Obviously, my mind was worried, going, hey, we've just lost 2 and now another one. So that's what was coming into there. But beyond that worry and that getting into my dream, and it's the only time I had a dream like that, just that one time, it also told me something really, really useful. Because my mind got overwhelmed and wanted to not be here and have to go through another loss, and then got upset with me for having an emotion. But in both cases, I very quickly stopped it. I told myself, no, Ken, this this isn't healthy, this isn't good, this isn't the way to do this. And I stopped it both times. What that tells me is that all of the work I've been doing, all of the challenges and everything that I've been doing to try to be more gentle with myself in my waking hours, it's sinking in deeper because I'm using it in my dreams too, to back off when I get a little bit overwhelmed. So, it's a good thing. It was an intense moment in the dream, but it was also a good thing too. And it also showed how much I care, because I don't want to lose any more people in my family. Not anytime soon, at least. So yeah. I don't think I have much more to say about that. But, follow me, share these things if you can. It really helps get the message out. Because little pieces can help people, and you never know what someone might take from one of these messages. So, thanks, and take care.